right, y'all. This is Homeroom with Smooth. I'm Smooth, and I got with me HoneyLuv here.
Guys.
All right. So, how you doing?
Doing good. Been a long weekend. Sure.
Long weekend.
Yes.
What you have going on?
I had 3 shows in 3 different cities in 2 nights.
Wow.
Yes. So yeah, hanging in there. For sure.
Get it in. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Grinding. So where are you from?
I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised. Ever since I lived there until I was like 16. Then I moved to the DC, Virginia area.
Okay.
Stayed there for a few years, but originally from Cleveland.
Okay. So then, when you got here, like, what did you get started doing?
I got here in LA through the military, because I was in the Navy for 4 years. So that brought me to LA, which was like perfect, because I always wanted to be in LA. So I was glad that was the opportunity that brought me here. Mm-hmm. So that's how I got here, and then once I got out, got into DJing. And that's what I do full time.
Okay. Destiny.
Yes. I knew when they told me that I was going to California. I said, oh yeah, this is meant to be, like something's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. It did.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yes.
Okay. So when did you get started DJing? When was that something you knew you wanted to do?
I used to do it when I was like in high school, but like on the computer. The computer had like the app where you can DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would play around with that and like do producing as well. But then I played basketball like literally all my life since I was like 6 to the time I was like 22. But once I couldn't do that anymore, I just like venture off trying to do different things. But then my friends were like, you should DJ because you're good at like picking songs. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. They just kept pressuring me to the point I was like, you know what, I'll do it. Bought my little first system, and then I just taught myself how to do it within a week. And then from there,
a week?
Yeah, literally after I got off work in the military, I would go on my barracks and just mess around with everything for a whole week until I was like confident in myself to actually go out and have people book me for their parties.
Oh wow, that's dope. So how was your first party? Like, how was that first one?
It's one of my good friends. I did like hip hop and R&B my first 2 years of DJing, and he did like brunch parties. So I would go and DJ the brunch parties, which were bomb. And I loved DJing.
Mm-hmm.
It was just fun. But I went to DJing wanting to do house music because that was like, I knew house parties were like everyone danced. It was tons of fun. No one cared about what you looked like. Everybody just wants to have fun and listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first party I did was pretty cool. It was just a brunch party here in Hollywood, and that was one of many first party ever.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so when you were DJing or whatever, and then you started like getting booked on shows, when did you know like for sure like, yo, what was your moment where you're like, yo, yeah, this is me full time?
Actually this year when I booked myself for this show down in San Diego, I just sent them all the things that I had been doing. It's like, okay, cool, this is dope. And then there was other artists as well there, and then there was an agent there, and he came up to me. He's like, you know, we were like looking at you, never heard of you before, we'd love to like talk. And I literally talked to him. I had a meeting with him the next week, and then literally that next week he had me booked on this big festival down in I think Long Beach, but they moved it to San Bernardino, called Day Trip Festival, which is owned by or run by Insomniac Records Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I got there, I was like, oh, this is like a huge deal. And just being up there on stage and seeing everyone dance, I was like, it's a really good feeling.
Okay.
Sure.
That's what's up.
Yes.
So you also have music that's on Apple Music.
Yeah, Spotify, everywhere.
Spotify, yeah, all that. What was it like recording your first little set? Your first set for like people to listen to? Yeah.
It was cool, like, because there was these 2 guys. I met them when I was DJing at Dog's Kill. They was like, are you producing music? I'm like, yeah, I'm actually in school learning because I know for me to be a big house DJ, you have to have your own music. So I was learning. He's like, okay, well, we'll help you, like, help put out a single or 2 for you. I was like, all right, bet. So I went and worked with them. It was cool. We vibed in the studio. We're just listening to different sounds, putting things together, coming up with different lyrics. And from there, it was just an overall great experience working with them, getting that out. And it did pretty well. A lot of people got a lot of great feedback from it. And literally from there, that's when more stuff just started flowing in.
Right. my little sister, she's really into that scene.
Yeah.
And so I shot her some of your music just to like, cause that's her thing. Like it's not necessarily mine. Like, but I just started going to parties with her.
Yeah.
And she heard it. She's like, I love this. I'm gonna go find her. I'm gonna go find her when I go to EDC.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Trust me. People just want to dance. They just want to listen to music. So it's a whole loving environment. It really is.
Okay, so segueing into EDC, what was that like? Like, how did that come about?
Just because with Insomniac Records, they basically took me on as one of their up and coming artists. So they're like putting me on all their shows. And I didn't think I was going to play EDC this year. I knew for sure I was going to play next year, but they literally like made space for me and put me in last minute, which was I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. That's like one of the biggest festivals in the world, honestly, biggest dance festival. So the fact that I was on there, I wasn't nervous at first. I was just like super happy and proud of myself. And just when I got up there, like it was just go time. It was like so many people, lights. It was just crazy. I'd never like experienced something like that before, but it truly was an amazing experience.
That's great.
Yes.
That's great.
We had plenty of events too. I did like 3 parties within that weekend there, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah. I was actually out there that weekend.
Oh, were you?
That was pretty wild.
Yeah,
like I didn't go to the festival.
Yeah.
But
it was intense. There was parties everywhere, every night. It was crazy. I don't know how people stay there all 3 days.
Yes.
Because I couldn't have done that.
What's your next event that you have?
Actually next weekend I'll be in San Diego for this festival called Audiotistic. So
Okay.
I'll be down there on Saturday. It's a 2-day festival. One I think is the first day is in Oakland and the second day is down in San Diego.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's next weekend.
That's a wild festival. Like hey, catch us in Oakland,
Yeah.
and then go to San Diego. So
Yeah.
catch that flight.
Well, no, I don't. But thank God I don't have to go to Oakland. I'm just going to the San Diego one, so I'll be good. Just drive down there day of.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it from like a fan perspective. Like
True.
if you're somebody that's like I'm die hard.
Oh yeah, you go there. Well, that's literally what I did this weekend. I had a show, was it Friday daytime in Austin, Texas, and I had to ride my show to fly to San Francisco because I had another show that night. So it was I was tired, but I gave it my all. It was a great performance too. So
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Amazing.
I've been looking up clips and stuff. I'm like, okay, she's cold.
Try to be. I try.
Right. So what can people expect from you going forward? Like,
it's about to be a lot, honestly, because I have 2 records coming out within the next 2 months on really big labels. So that's gonna, bump me up to where, like, oh, she's like really serious, like, and see that it's consistent with the music, because you have to be. But yeah, just a lot more shows. Hopefully, we'll be in Europe next year as well. Doing shows as well. So putting that to the universe. I mean, everything else I put in the universe just came to fruition. So anything is possible. Yeah, for real. It really is.
That's awesome. So I want to thank you again for coming through.
Thank you.
Let people know where they can find you at.
Oh, yes, you guys can find me on IG at HoneyLuv Music, love spelled L-U-V. You also can find me on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, HoneyLuv. Just search it and it'll pop up. But yeah, if you look on my Instagram, you can see all my events and all the things that are coming up as well.
All right. Well, this has been another episode of Homeroom with Smooth. I got HoneyLuv. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. We out.